Hey guys, it's Archon. Welcome to Inferno Friday. It's actually Thursday today. I'm doing this video one day early because I won't be able to do a video tomorrow. Friday, me and my good friend AMJ are going to be doing a 24-hour live stream. It'll start Friday at 2 p.m. Pacific time. It'll go until Saturday at 2 p.m. And we're doing it to hit level 100 Paragon. Me and AMJ are both really close to hitting 100, so we're doing a marathon, and that's where we'll both hit it. We'll also be doing some other stuff, maybe play some Path of Exile or Ace of Spades, or doing a Spectrum farming competition, because we're both already really close. We don't need the whole 24 hours, but we thought it'd be fun, and it's also kind of to celebrate that I hit 20,000 followers on Twitch. So it should be fun. Definitely stop by sometime between 2 p.m. on Friday and 2 p.m. on Saturday Pacific. But we're doing this video now. This week we have a new patch on the PTR. Blizzard announced that they're not going to be nerfing black weapons, and I'll explain to you what that is if you haven't heard about it before. And then we have some pretty long posts from some players explaining what should be fixed about Diablo 3, and some blue posts that respond to it. So starting off, we have this PTR patch notes right here. They just fixed a couple of bugs, no big deal. We have some new designs for the Marquise gems. They're pretty looking. And then what I thought was funny is in dueling they made it so storm armor shocks can now be dodged. Storm armor is pretty OP in PvP, and so now maybe we won't be quite as good against monks and demon hunters. Which demon hunters didn't seem to be much of a problem for me, at least. Monks are pretty hard, but everything else in here, it's pretty small things, just little bug fixes. You can read through it if you want, but there's nothing too exciting about it. You see some funny things like the puzzle rings proc will no longer work within the PvP area, which is kind of funny. I didn't even think about the fact the puzzle rings might work. So read through that if you'd like, and then right below that they have an announcement that black weapons are staying the same. If you didn't hear about this, black weapons are weapons that don't have elemental damage. They have min-max damage on them. And there's a bug, and they say they've known about the bug since July. It makes it so certain black weapons have more damage on them than they should, because their minimum damage ends up being more than their maximum damage can be, and so it buffs the maximum damage. It's kind of confusing. But there was a worry that they were going to change that in this patch, and that all these black weapons like Echoing Furies would be worth much less. Anyways, Blizzard just came out recently, a few days ago, and said that there's not going to be a nerf. Black weapons are staying the same. So if you were worried about your Echoing Furies or other weapons losing value, worry no longer. They're not being changed, and there's no plans to change them anytime in the near future. If you didn't hear about that, then don't worry. Everything's staying the same. Alright, so we also had two really long posts written by viewers that I wanted to address. This guy Soul wrote a post called "How It Went Terribly Wrong Because They Listened to Us," and I actually agree with most of what he's saying. He just talks about how they made more and more loot drop, and it never rolls well. You're just hoping for that one piece of loot that wins you the lottery and opens up an opportunity for you. He goes through, and he has a pretty good idea of how the game's working right now in the loot system and what could be changed. And it's a really long post, but it did get some blue responses, and they were pretty encouraging. They said this post is a good read with a lot of great feedback, and that they like this kind of feedback and keep giving it to them. And there was one other post that I didn't agree with so much. This was written by Nocturnal. It was called "The Complete Diablo Fix List." And it's pretty much a list of how you would make Diablo 3 more like Diablo 2. Now, don't get me wrong. I think Diablo 2 is a great game, and I think there's a lot of things in Diablo 2 that they should implement into Diablo 3. I think they did a few things better in Diablo 2. But this guy really just wants Diablo 3 to be an upgraded version of Diablo 2, in my opinion at least. Reading through this, a lot of the changes I don't think would necessarily improve the game. They would just make the game more like Diablo 2. Now there are changes that I do agree with here, like the purple super unique monsters should be a challenge and they should drop well. I think I've said that for a while now. Some of the things are good, but a lot of these things, it doesn't make any sense. It's not an improvement to the game. It's just, oh yeah, that would be what Diablo 2 did, and that's kind of what the blue poster says. I really have to agree more with the blue poster on this one, that we should be making changes that improve the game. Regardless if it brings it closer or further away from Diablo 2, we need to make it a better game. I mean, there is something to consider that a lot of us are D2 players, and so we probably prefer things in that game, but I mean, there's good changes that Diablo made to Diablo 2 in my opinion. Different people will disagree or agree, but I really think the only people that would agree with Nocturnal are the people who like Diablo 2 more than they like Diablo 3. But yeah, read it for yourself, decide what you think. Some good posts. They're long, so if you have some time, sit down and read them. Maybe you like it. So that's it for updates this week and news. I want to announce the winner of last week's item giveaway. This week's winner is Momo Power 5. Momo Power 5. He wanted this black wand here. It's black because it doesn't have elemental damage, like I said before. And it's great for an Archon Wizard. It's 1086 damage, 49 crit damage, and a socket. Yeah, it'll be great for building an Archon Wizard set, so congratulations, Momo Power 5. So if you win an item on here, to pick it up, just come by Twitch. Either send me a message on Twitch or write to me, or write something in chat during the live stream. But a message is probably better. Sometimes chat scrolls too fast and I miss it. And then I'll just have you prove that you are the person on YouTube by writing something on YouTube, confirm your Twitch name, and then I'll get you the item. Okay, so we have 5 items this week, 4 are from last week, and we have 1 new one to replace this wand. If one of these items are an upgrade for you or just something you would like, then go ahead and leave a comment below and let me know which item it is. I'll randomly pick one comment and that person will get the item they asked for. So first up we have this Boulder Breaker with over 1500 DPS, 337 strength, 161 crit hit damage, and reduced the resource cost of Hammer the Ancients by 3 Fury. I think it'd be fun to try out for a Hoda build. We have this Thing of the Deep with high average damage, max crit chance, and level requirement reduced by 10. Good Witch Doctor offhand, especially if you're leveling Witch Doctor, you can start using that at level 50. Got a Shenlong's with a socket, good life on hit, 180 dex. We have a Dead Man's Legacy, 188 dex, 192 vite, 19 attack speed, 6 maximum discipline, and 7% to elemental arrow damage. A really solid Dead Man's Legacy there. And we have this Chantota's Will. It's good for a CM wizard that wants to get a lot of damage on their build. It has 0.23 attacks per second, which is not bad, but it's not the max. 10 APOC, 41 crit damage, and 1062 weapon damage. So crit damage is hard to get when you're going critical mass, so I like to get that on there sometimes. Good if you're building a crit mass set, or an upgrade to your crit mass set if you want a lot of damage. So again, just leave a comment if you want one of those items. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys will check out the 24-hour live stream tomorrow. Hit subscribe if you enjoy it, and I'll see you guys soon.